Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I actually wanted to stay away from using that script or that line because it's been overused and it's just a very familiar opening line for a lot of people who are uploading their content here on YouTube. But for this particular vlog, I want to take a back seat first from touring you around or like letting you guys on what goes on in my life here in Japan, because for a moment I want to talk about something that has created not really quite, but a mega spark of rage, angry discussions, and of course it has resurfaced the discussions again on our culture of blaming the victim when it comes to rape. Okay. So, just to give you I mean, I guess I don't need to give you a backstory anymore, but for the sake of it, let me like give you a quick summary of what went down. So, last January 1st, Christine Angelica De Serra, a communications graduate from the University of the Philippines, Mindanao, and a cum laude as well, and she's really gorgeous, and I think one of the reasons why this has become so blown out is because of her stature and also her looks. I mean, let's be honest about it. And the fact that the involved people in the alleged homicide and rape slay, she was found dead, by the way, around lunchtime of January 1st at a hotel, in her hotel room in Makati City. So I think what really made it big or bigger than just a regular rape story in our country is that there were allegedly 11 men that were being named or tagged by the Philippine National Police as um, the suspects, or as the ones, or as the perpetrators of the crime. That's yet to be proven, and there were a lot of details has yet to be revealed and be shed light on. Okay, but of course I'm not gonna talk about the crime. I'm not an expert with it, and I guess we'll just see where it's gonna go from here. However, I do want to talk about the victim blaming culture of the Filipinos. I'm so sick and tired of it, and this is something I usually discuss with my students every time I get the chance in our classroom discussions. Speaking of classroom discussions, I miss it. I've been here for about 3 months now, and I miss the comfort of being the center of attention in the classroom and challenging people to go beyond the popular opinion. Okay. Anyway, going back, victim blaming basically means, what it is, blaming the victim instead of sympathizing, instead of siding with the victim, instead of understanding that the victim is the victim and therefore should not take the blame, especially with rape cases. You know, the Philippines has this covert macho mentality, where everything that a girl does that's not typically done by girls or women are being taken against her. And unfortunately and frustratingly, it applies even to rape cases, even to women or girls that are victims of rape or molestation, for example. And basically, the most popular uh, ridiculous opinions about it is, first, women are likely to be raped because of the skimpy clothes they wear, the revealing outfits that they wear. Okay. Another is, women is giving like an open invitation to get raped if they drink out with their friends who are all males or all men. Like drinking with a guy or drinking with men basically is like submitting yourself in an opportunity where you will be raped. Okay, so we are putting every blame to the girl or to the woman, and the man gets a free pass and never gets the blame, because ridiculously we think that men has needs, or in Tagalog, lalaki yan, which is really stupid, by the way. Okay. So I thought about this for a couple of days now, since the 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 rage, the firestorm of rage about the whole incident erupted, um, and thought to myself, I mean, the issue on victim blaming, especially with rape victims, has resurfaced for several times already. This isn't the first time that we're actually having a discussion about it. Again, it has happened before for so many times, but then it still baffles me and it still frustrates me to my core to actually read comments where people still think that the girl, Christine, here is at fault for going out with all men and ending up being raped. Well, that's at least according to the initial findings of the Philippine National Police, and that's something else that's a controversy on its own, but maybe I can discuss that in another video. Anyway, going back to the mentality of a lot of people, that the women gets raped because they ask for it, basically. And then of course, I tried going around social media, specifically on Facebook, and saw this particular post that women should be careful if they don't want to be raped. It's a lengthy post about listening to your mom, listening to your boyfriend, if they warn you, if they don't want to allow you to go out with with friends, or to go drinking somewhere with people you barely know. To end the story short, that entire the entire narrative of that post is basically saying that it's going to happen to you if you do this, this, and this. So it's like the woman's fault again if she gets raped because of the people she associates herself with or she goes out with. I mean, I get it that we have to be careful, but then where is the accountability from men here? They're the rapist. They're the ones doing the act. I don't get it. And that thinking that it's the woman that needs to adjust, really, is like saying, is like accepting that men normally rapes women, which I disagree. And I know a lot of good men, and well, not a lot of them, but I know some few good men that are really good friends of mine that I can tell you are not rapists. It's just so sad. Rape happens because of rapists, period. Let's not let's not force out any excuses to justify that it's never the man's fault, because it is the man's fault. I'm getting passionate about it. I'm so sorry.